Okay. All right, so let me bring on Bill. And Bill is the creator of the Ultimate Capture Page system. And we came to Bill and we said, Bill, listen, we want to give our members something really good as part of the program. And we twisted his arm. And I said, Bill, I know where you live. You're going to do this for me. And so if you look on the front page, it doesn't really give it justice. If you look on and click one of those, you'll see these are all the lead capture pages that you get. And you could just click on them. And they open up, and this is the actual video lead capture page. This is one of them. And this is for the really focusing in on the Christian-based app. And we have, of course, a lot of other ones to pick from. And Bill will go over that as he goes in the back office on how you can select these and so on. And he'll also touch on the premium accounts and the different functions you can do with the premium accounts, because the premium accounts, you have so many different options that you can do there above and beyond the free ones. So Bill, I'm going to give you the screen, and you could please take it away. Let's see, make a presenter. There you go. Take it away, buddy.
Okay, thanks, Peter. And good evening, everyone. Matter of fact, interesting enough, a friend of mine from down in Texas had sent me an email to get me to join Ultimate Cycler, and he had that webinar system set up. The way he had it set up, it was his picture and Dr. Breakthroughs, and I thought, now, how in the world did he get him down to Texas because of the hotel meeting? It's a great thing, and anybody that understands marketing and the credibility that brings and it's a great. So what we want to cover here tonight is going over the capture page system, and anyone who's been in marketing for a while or has done any research on marketing online knows that having a capture page is absolutely essential. The premise is quite simple, but it's profound in what it can do for you. Number one, you're capturing leads and building a list, and there's a lot of value in that beyond what perhaps you understand. For example, anytime that you order something from Amazon, eBay, many of these companies, or even if you go to a box store where JCPenney, Sears, they want to get you on a mailing list. Why? Because they're going to send you more sales and all kinds of opportunities, what's going on, to get you to return and spend more money with them. And so essentially a capture page is doing the same thing for you and building a list. Now, what's really important here is not everybody is going to join Ultimate Cycler with you. That's just the facts. But if you have their name and phone number and email address, the reality is they may not join Ultimate Cycler with you today or tomorrow, but a month, 2 months down the road, when you send them another email, the timing could be just right for them to say, I really should have done that before. I'm not going to miss the boat this time. And so being able to connect with those people is extremely important. And you're not going to be able to do that if you don't have a capture page. So let's just take a quick look inside. Of course, you can set up a basic account that's free, and probably everybody here on the webinar has an account, but you just go down and get a basic account right here and create your account. But what we're going to do is go ahead and log in to a basic account, and it should be pretty simple. So the way that you use the whole system, now a lot of people, there's some learning curve here, and that's understandable, but there's more here than you even really need to use. And what we've done is we've created this setup video. Down here, or when you first start an account, you'll see a big red button here. It says watch this setup video, and you want to take that step by step and get your video and get your capture page set up. Let's go over just some of the primary things here right now. The first thing you want to make sure you have is this information filled out in here. And what you're going to want to do on the redirect URL on the Ultimate Cycler website is have your Ultimate Cycler affiliate ID, and you can find that right in the back office of your Affiliate Cycler website. So you'll be putting that in. This is just your username, and then your PayPal email. And the reason why we suggest using your PayPal email to set up your account is because when you do realize that you need to upgrade, that it's already in place and it'll be a more seamless upgrade. Double opt-in, this is for if you want to take your prospects, visitors that have come to your capture page and you want to make them do what's called double opt-in. What happens is they receive another email from the system that they have to click on to confirm that they want information from you. You would turn this on. What I have found in this system with the vast majority of people is if that's turned on, for whatever reason, the opt-in rate goes down pretty dramatically. And so honestly, I would leave it off. The primary group is basic. Now what you can do here, anytime that you get a new lead coming through your capture page, you can receive a notification. By default, it's going to use this email address right here, but you can add 2, 3, 4 more email addresses right here if that's what you'd like to do. If you have one email address set up for your smartphone, then put that in. That way you can get those notifications while you're on the road and call those people up immediately. Now here's another really cool thing. It is so impressive to people if when they go through your capture page, you call them up while they're still watching the second video. It blows them away, because a lot of them may not be familiar with the technology, and you look like Superman or Wonder Woman, where you get to say, yeah, you know, our technology is pretty hot. You need to come on. You're going to have the same thing, free account, and it's going to add so much more value to your whole proposition to them. So let's go on through some more information. This is your stats, and this is just a generic account that's set up. But what you see is you'll be able to look at your daily charts each day, how many visitors you've had and how many opt-ins you've had. You'll be able to see an entire monthly chart each month as it goes on. You can set up campaigns, and I'll show you a little bit about that. This we set up one time testing, and this is a Facebook. So this way you can track the ads that you send out there. If you're using a safe list or a YouTube video and you want to put a link on the YouTube video, you can specifically track where those people are coming from. This is really important. You know, you only have so much time in a day. If you want to do Craigslist ads or Facebook or YouTube or emails, there's only so much you might be able to do, so you want to get the biggest bang for your buck. So you put a tracking code on there. I'll show you how to do that. And then you'll be able to see where your best conversions are coming from. Now you know, if you have time to do something on one of those websites, you'll have a much better idea where you should spend your time so you get more traffic, more conversions, and what's the bottom line? Make more money. This right here will tell you which pages you're getting the most traffic on, which capture page, and what we've seen on our system stats is that capture page number 4 seems to get the most traffic and the best conversions. I'm pretty sure that's Benjamin Franklin with the green type of theme on there. For whatever reason, that is the most popular page, and it gets good conversions. And this is going to show you how many emails are being sent out and how many opens you're getting. So you can keep a track of some good stats. It'll take a little bit to get used to it. This is for your lead management, looking at the leads that you have in the system. But basically, you'll see your leads, and you can get all kinds of information on them, when they last opened, an email, and what they've done in your system. You can transfer them from one lead group to another. For example, in the system here, you'll see that lots of the different capture pages are assigned to different lead groups. So for example, take the Christian motivation or the lead scraper as 2 examples. you can actually go in and customize the autoresponder messages for those pages. And then you can drive them, and when you see the leads show up on this page, they will fall under that lead group. So now what you're able to do, knowing that you have a group that is specifically interested in a lead scraper, you can now realize that that's what those people are interested in. And with a Premier account, you can actually broadcast to those people every day if you would like to, and give them different offers. The reason why we don't have broadcasting on the free account is because we do pay for every email that goes out of the system. And you can imagine what happens when you're sending out 500,000, 750,000 emails a month. Okay, so then you're looking at capture pages. Here's your selection of capture pages with the basic account. We have gone up to having Spanish in here. Now, when you're looking at these pages, let me go back here, because you're going to have one page that is considered your primary capture page. And the difference of the primary capture pages is right here, that it's simply ultimatecapturepages.com/the username. We can only do that with one capture page. The rest of the pages are longer, have a longer website name. But you can use all of these capture pages at the same time. But so in order to choose which page you want to be your primary, you go ahead and do change capture page here, the link right under the icon, and then you simply click on make primary page. For example, this number 4, the most popular, and now you see that it is right there. And so now if you visit your capture page, you'll see that that's the one that is now displaying. Very simple, very easy to use. When it says edit capture page, you don't have to do any editing. We have that there for some people that want to be able to go and change some things, but I would suggest not changing it unless you know what you're doing, or else you're just going to get yourself in hot water and your capture page might go down for the day until we can correct it for you. So if you don't have a lot of background in a system like this, don't touch it. So here's the capture pages now. So if you want to have your primary page and then you also want to say take the lead scraper page, what you can do here is just right click on the icon, open in a new tab, and what you see here is your link, ultimatecapturepages.com, and you can see this is just a little more unsightly as far as having a link. However, you can simply go to, and it's probably really small on my screen, but goo.gl, and this is the Google link shortener. And you can simply take your link, stick it in here, shorten it. Now this wants me to fill this out. And once you fill that out, it's going to give you a very short URL. And that can be more sightly on a YouTube description, on your Facebook page, wherever it might be. So this, what would show up here is certainly better looking than this long one. So again, you can do that for any page. Again, you just take here, and you'll get it pretty fast that it's just 0005, 006. And of course you can get Dr. Breakthrough here, and the same thing, 0007. So you can use all 9 capture pages at the same time for different websites with different demographics. And very interesting is what you can see is if you put some of the videos on YouTube, they'll give you the analytics of who's visiting your videos, the age group and the gender, And then you'll be able to market specifically to those people. It's a little more advanced, but I'm throwing out some other ideas to you of how to bring your marketing to the next level. As far as editing autoresponses, once you get your account, it's a good thing to go ahead and just load all of these in. Most of the time when a new account is set up, they're loaded in automatically. This is, of course, created early on, but you can see that 0007 is not loaded here. So you simply click load, bingo, there it is. And what you can do is you can simply expand this, and you can go in and you'll see here that this is the number of days that the email is delivered automatically after the time that they opt in. Very important here, as you can see. Can you imagine having 500 leads that you're trying to remember who to send which email? I mean, it'd drive you crazy. So these are automatically going out for you. And if you want to change something, if you want to change a subject line or you want to change the email body, you simply click on this little notepad with the pencil. It'll bring up a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get, WYSIWYG. And you'll be able to go ahead and edit any of this copy that you want. You can add pictures, you can add links, you can add videos into the email. It's up to you. Now I will let you know, if you start putting in pictures and videos, they may get filtered out by spam. So it's good to keep them pretty simple. So you have full customization of your autoresponders. And you can add more. Actually, let me show you that. If you want to have an email going out every day, people may opt out more often, but you can go ahead and add more autoresponders to your series as well. Simply type in the subject line, type in your message, decide how many days it goes out after they opt in, up to an entire year, and then you choose the lead group. Now this is simply determining which group you want specific leads to go into. And this gets really powerful with the Premier because you can actually create your own capture pages, and then you can set up your own lead groups, but you can go ahead and add more in the basic account as well. Now remember what I said, you can drip on people with autoresponders, and somewhere down the road they are going to be in a situation in their life when they're going to be more open to looking at the opportunity if they weren't today. And so having the autoresponders in place is extremely important. Next, editing your signature. Pretty simple. You can go in and you just go ahead and type in anything you want. You see we're using some variables here. You can go ahead and take those out and just put in exactly what you want to see. This is pretty unsightly, but you can put in your name, whatever kind of salutation you want. You can put in links, capture page, Skype ID. Skype ID is really important nowadays to have in your signature. It's getting a lot more popular for people to just connect with each other on Skype. And so I definitely recommend having that in there as well. Next, you go to the photo. And it is important to have your photo go up as a square. And it's best if it goes in at 170 pixels. I know that may sound Greek to some of you, and if you have real problems, we are helping people out with that. But this will actually put a photo on the second page of your capture page system where they'll be able to see a picture of you. So that adds some personableness to the whole experience. Because in today's internet world, people want to know who they're going to be partnering with. It's really important to build that confidence and trust. You can also actually edit personal messages on the Premier account. The HTML form code is a little more advanced, but you can essentially create a capture form on a blog or even, say, an eBay sales page where you just take this code here. You can actually decide what kind of information you want to gather from people: phone, address, city, state. You can type in a campaign name, so you could actually put eBay, form, choose what lead group you want those leads to be associated with. This is the page that the visitor will be redirected to once they fill out your form, and then you click update. It's going to change the code here. You simply copy this code and then paste it where you want it. It's advanced, but some of you I know can definitely appreciate that, so that you can put that anywhere you would like. It's, I mean, for free, you're basically getting a pretty decent AWeber account. And then we have an upgrade button when you're ready to upgrade. These are blacked out because these are what is part of the Premier package, and then of course the calendar here. And then over here, we've been adding banners to go ahead and use on banner networks. We had some people that really wanted to do that. So if you need some specific size banners, whether you're doing skyscrapers, 160 by 600, 125 by 125, 250 by 250, let us know. We can definitely get those banners created for you. Or if you have a banner created that you want to just go in here for your team, we'll go ahead and pop it into the system. I know there's a lot of creative marketers out there. We'd be happy to go ahead and put it in there, so it's easy for all your people to get a hold of and then have the code associated with it. This is where you set up your campaigns. So very simple, you put in your title. Now I don't like to have real obvious titles, so like for Facebook I'll do FB, or YouTube I'll do YT, and then I get my tracking, and you're going to see here, now the 0004 you remember is my primary page, but you can go ahead and take this and just change this number to anything from 0001 up to 9. This ID here is your ID within our system, and then it's going to show your campaign code. So now if I take this, I'm going to go ahead and copy it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and run it into so we get a hit on that page. Now if we go back to our stats, we go to our campaigns, you're going to see that we had one hit on our YouTube. So it's that simple. Basically taking that piece of, oops, just had it on the other window, taking that link, and now you can even take that campaign link and you can go to that Google shortener, GOO.GL, and shorten it up and put that wherever you want so they don't see the campaign on the end. So you can get real specific, and real professional marketers get real serious like that. Now what we have here, what I want to show you is a resource section. And this is a growing section where we have, for example, we have a lot of people writing into customer service and saying, how do I get people to my page? So what we have here is, how do you advertise it? Where do you get some traffic from? And so we created some of the different places out there that we use even for our own lead capture page systems, some offline avenues, some online avenues, and we keep updating this. And again, I should say another great source to learn an awful lot is Peter's MLM Black Book. That is just classic, and I saw that in the Ultimate Cycler back office. Resources contacting us, we put some news there on occasion, and then we have a storefront for some services. Somebody suggested recently that we offer setting up people's accounts because people want to make money. Even setting up their basic account stresses them out. So we're looking at offering just a one-time, nominal fee just to get it set up for people. But let me also go through here just a couple slides I prepared. I don't want to draw this out real long. But it's really important don't send people to the company website. It's just a no-no. And the reason for that is this. People start to what we call sponsor shop. So they go to the company website and they decide whether or not they want to join the company by just running into the company site. What you want to do is capture their information and then let them decide afterwards, but at least that way you can follow up with them. You can send them emails, you can call them, and build some rapport, right? People sometimes they have misinformation about something. Maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? Somebody stepped on a cat, you know, the way that goes with Zig. And so their day is off. They get your email. If you go right to the company site, they say, nah, I don't want this. But if you've got them going through the capture page, you have a second chance. So don't do that. Building a list, really key. I've heard different statistics out there. You know, some people using our system, I've seen one person now, they've got close to 1,000 leads in their account. Well, if they want to offer some kind of an affiliate product, I know, again, Peter here has a number of affiliate products. If you broadcast out to that list, you can make some extra money there. And so you can use that list in an ongoing relationship with those people. For example, you buy the webinar system and you want to have them see the presentation with Dr. Breakthrough and Peter and others. You send them that system. That's the value of building a list and then being able to broadcast to them. Also, the other thing, just get your link everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And what I'm going to do is go over some ways of driving traffic, safe lists, Herculists, and a lot of other safe lists that are out there. A safe list basically is you're able to email a bunch of people within a network. Sometimes it seems kind of chaotic, but the people that will be successful within that environment are the people that come up with great subject lines. So, you know, what I would say to you is take your spam and look at the subject lines. What draws you in? What makes you want to open that email, even though you know it's a spam or it's just someone making a pitch? What makes you want to open it? You know, I love the one, "You've got money," right? Using the PayPal line, draws you in. Wait, you know, I might have money, right? Especially in Ultimate Cycler, because you can be paid with PayPal. So using good email subject lines, and I think we have a section in the resource section about those. Solo ads is another great avenue where now you're actually paying to email a company's database. Very similar to a joint venture, except in a joint venture you're normally emailing to each other's lists. In a solo ad, you can get it out. And they can be, you want to do your research, but they can be very, very responsive. Some of them are a little more expensive, but I have a friend that built his business just on solo ads and does very well. Email marketing is another great avenue. And using the lead scraper from Ultimate Cycler and then getting those emails and sending them out is a great way to grab people's attention. Again, it's really important that you learn how to write good subject lines that get opened, and then writing good email copy inside that gets them to click, right? You've got a number of hurdles. You've got to get the email opened, subject line. You've got to get them to click inside. Here's a real key. Less is more in an email. If you regurgitate a lot of information, they're able to make a decision whether or not they want to click on your link because you've given them too much information. What you want to do is pique their interest, make them extremely curious, using a lot of the buying motives like fear of loss, limitations, exclusiveness, hope of reward, any different motivations that get people to click. And you don't even have to tell them what the video is about, but just get it something that they want to click so that they go to the capture page, and let the capture page sell them from the videos that are put together professionally by the company. YouTube and other video sites like Vimeo, really, really great avenues to be marketing. I think we have some videos in the resource section that show you how to download a video and upload it to your own YouTube channel. Creating your own YouTube channel is not very hard at all. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account. You just haven't set it up yet. But you do that, and it's drag and drop to put videos up there. And then you get instant credibility. If you have a YouTube channel, you're an online marketer. And people are going to be drawn to you because you're doing things that they're not. You look like a professional, and they want to be on your team. Remember, part of this sponsor shopping, you're going to have people out there that are making calls. They're going to YouTube. They want to see who's got videos. They want to see who has the most hits on their videos. You can actually buy YouTube traffic. I'm very familiar with people that literally just sort YouTube videos by traffic. And if you're at the top, you're going to get more views. That simple. So getting up a YouTube video, it's very simple to do as well today, to take a smartphone, make a little video of yourself, upload it to YouTube, even right off your phone, and just make sure that in your video on YouTube, in your subject line, in your description, and in your tags, this may sound like Greek, but we have it in the resource section, and you can Google it. You want to make sure you have Ultimate Cycler in there, because then the search engine knows how to index your site. Anyways, enough said. Instant credibility. And then social sites like Facebook. Now, you don't want to spam a bunch of your friends, but, you know, offering a free lead scraper when you sign up for a $25 opportunity, that's a no-brainer. I mean, anybody that passes up on that, you know, you might as well send them a business card for your psychologist. And then you can buy traffic. There's some very reasonable traffic sources out there. You can get 1,000 views on your capture page for $1. You want to make sure that you get them from a country that speaks English or can read English or understand English, but you can actually buy traffic. And I know I've got some response from people that have written into customer service that have gotten good response, and so we take that, we put it in the resource section. And then the email signature, you know, Peter sent out just an ad on his MLM Black Book with 3 or 4 little hints on how to get more. Email signature, it's so simple, and yet how many people don't put their link on their email signature? Or when you're paying a bill, if you pay any bills with a check, you put a business card or a sizzle card in there, so that that poor customer service rep that opens up your envelope that's getting paid $8, $9 an hour, and she may have some hope that there's something out there that will be good for them. All of these things, again, you just got to get it in the front of more people. Well, here's some other ways that are not online. I would never want to put down taking your business locally, and you know that. But these methods may seem old, but they're not out of date, and they're still extremely effective. It's just that you want to use your lead capture link instead of the company link. So flyers with rip-off tabs, still extremely popular and very effective. Sizzle cards, simply taking a sheet of paper cardstock, printing it up like business cards, cutting it up, and leaving them in restrooms, on tables in restaurants, I mean, I leave stuff in Walmart or department stores when I'm walking around. I leave them on shelves. And I've gotten, and even on your way into the supermarket, put it under a couple windshield wipers, right? How about buttons? Are any of you wearing an Ultimate Cycler button or a T-shirt that says, I make $50 over and over. Ask me how. You'd be surprised how many people will actually engage you and ask you. I remember one of the biggest successes on a button was, I think it was something like, I lost 40 pounds in 30 days. Ask me how. And I know people that built 5-figure monthly incomes from wearing that stinking button. And what's a button? It might cost you like $3, right? Get it out there. T-shirt. You can get T-shirts printed pretty easily. Car magnets. I remember going down the highway one time, and I saw a guy, he had an Herbalife magnet on his car. I chased him down. I pulled him over. We exchanged business cards, and he ended up enrolling in my business. Car magnets are still effective, especially in this economy. And remember, there's a lot of tax advantages, too. If you have a magnet on your car, or if you really go all the way and do some vinyl on your back window, that's a complete tax write-off and all of your mileage. So talk to your CPA. I'm not a professional public accountant, but there's a lot of benefits here. In a car magnet, I think it might be $30, $50. So now let me end with the Premier membership. The Premier membership works out to 50 cents a day. I mean, it's extremely affordable. What's a cup of coffee? $3, $4, $5? What's a cigarette? A pack of cigarettes a day. I mean, we could go through the whole list of all of the things that we spend money on. A bottle of water, right? I mean, a bottle of water is $1, $2. 50 cents a day, you can expand the power of your lead capture page system in a number of ways. Number one, broadcasting. There's a couple affiliates I see, they're broadcasting every day. They have, 400, 500 leads, and every day they're sending them an email. There's some major power behind doing that, I'll tell you right now. I know one affiliate, I'm not sure, something happened, he wasn't able to broadcast for a day or two. He let us know. He let us know. Text notifications on your phone. If you're on the road, and maybe you spend a lot of time on the road or at work, and you can't check your email, right? But you can check your messages on your cell phone. Text notification, bang. Say you're heading towards coffee break. Maybe you don't have a smartphone where you can check your email. You look, boom, you got text notifications. Call them back. So this is really key, is being able to check with text. And then you get a much wider selection of capture pages from a number of niche markets, from weight loss to energy deregulation. And I know there's a number of affiliates that do more than one business. And so what they're able to do here is get all the benefits of the Ultimate Cycler, expanding their Ultimate Cycler business, and then now also being able to use something. And I'll tell you this, we have a couple of generic opportunity pages, and when we're looking at what some people are doing, they're using the generic pages and driving traffic to Ultimate Cycler. And then we have a list of, I don't know, is it 11 or 12 different videos that they can actually put on those. And I should actually show you that, and I know we're getting kind of long, but you get unlimited leads and emails. Now here's the real key, is you can change videos. And I'm going to show you the back office of Premier account. This is something else I wanted to bring up. Dr. Breakthrough has got himself out there before the world. And what we want to do as well is we've had a number of you approach us with team pages. Branding yourself gives you instant credibility. I mean, if you have your photo or a photo of your team, or if you have a partnership, if you're on your own capture page and we design it the way that you'd like to see it, instant credibility. And then recognition. I mean, how many people have their own capture page out there where they have their name and some really cool points. Maybe you're holding a check or something like that, and then a capture form. And then also when you have that team page, there's a sense of community, belonging to something, support. There's a lot of people that shy away from joining because they're not sure that they're going to be part of a team. And when you have a team page like that, they really identify. Now they identify with Ultimate Cycler as a whole, but then you create a community within the community, like you've seen with Dr. Breakthrough. Okay, so in the Premier account, what's happened here is you've unlocked a couple things. Number one, the capture pages. You start to see a number of other capture pages, coffee, precious metals, skincare, generic opportunity sites, and there's a whole list of videos that can get placed in any of these. Let me show you as well the personal info. Even your Ultimate Cycler pages become more powerful because what you're able to do is change the videos. So if you want to put a video of yourself standing on the beach or in the mountains, or if you're on the side of a rock face doing some rock climbing, you can do a video and then put that right here. Man, I love Ultimate Cycler. It's enabled me to hang out on the side of a rock face. I mean, get as crazy as you want, right? But you're able to actually control the videos that show up on your pages. And then you can customize your personal messages. And then you see there's as many as 33 different capture pages that you now have access. Also, we've opened up the broadcasting. So it's very simple to use. You create a subject message, a subject line, you create your message, again with a WYSIWYG editor, and then you choose which lead groups you want that to go out to. So say, for example, you were actually building a coffee downline with whatever you're doing, but then you want to pitch them on Ultimate Cycler. So you can actually choose them and go ahead and email them about Ultimate Cycler. I know, we get a lot of feedback from the field that a lot of people are using different companies for feeder programs for one another and really expanding their business. So you can use this, and you can choose a number of them. If you're using all these capture pages, you can just blast everybody out with this. And you can do that once a day, which is, again, very powerful for those that understand. The calendar is something I personally use, and this is actually an upgrade to the system. Now when you get leads, it shows up on your calendar. So you can see that you had one lead this day, Gerard. You pull him right up. Here's the email address. You can actually see his IP address if you want to use that to find out where he's from, what state, if you didn't put information in. You can actually set up appointments here. And then what happens is with the text notification, which is something that's opened up again for Premier, you put in your cell number or more than one cell number, and then you turn on the lead notification and your calendar. You'll get notifications 10 minutes before your appointments. So this really begins to bring it all into one location instead of jumping back and forth between Outlook and whatever programs you might use. Now, if you're not using a program to be organized, that's a huge mistake. To be successful, I mean, you look at all of the success books out there, organization, time management, huge benefit if you learn how to be more organized. And this right here pulls it all together and keeps it in one spot. So those are the primary things. Plus, it's unlimited emails, unlimited leads can be put into your account, and this is an account that you'll be able to keep for years and years so that you can always be marketing to your group. Again, I would definitely recommend the Premier account, 50 cents a day, and you're going to be able to bring your business to a new level of broadcasting. Now, if you haven't been getting the leads that you want into your account, follow those techniques of driving traffic. I'm sure, Peter, you've been recording this, so this is available. You'll be able to see that. We're putting stuff up in the resource section. Get in there, check it out, and you're going to do a lot better than you're doing now when you follow all of these tips.
All right, great. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it for the in-depth information regarding a lead capture page. Let me just switch over my screen here.